Good morning. Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Mm, I am so good, and it is always such a joy when I get to spend time with you. I
Same.
know you've heard that amazing intro. I cannot say enough good things about Breezy.
Well, about like I adore you to pieces, and thank you for that beautiful intro. You're so sweet.
Yeah. So I want to share before we'll dive in. I've got lots of questions, open conversation. Any questions that you guys have for me or for Breezy, definitely drop them in the comments for sure and see, we're going to answer them together. I want to give you a little bit of a background. So Breezy, how did we start? We started out as friends and
Mhm.
then you did a session, right? And
Yeah.
then you ended up on my team. Is that how it was?
Yeah. So I actually met you at an Arbonne party. And then I worked with you for a little bit at a golf course.
Oh,
And
yes. Yeah.
like a really short time. We worked together there. And then I ended up doing beauty school, and that kind of led me to my journey of like, I need a session with Ashley. And yeah, and then we went from there, and it just, here we are.
Yeah, and Breezy has experienced pretty much every avenue of my business, and that is the math, the magic, and the mission. So, reminder for you guys: math is like business strategy and marketing, and the diving into the nooks and crannies, like the nuts and bolts of what's needed to grow a thriving, successful business and to be an entrepreneur. But also the magic, and that's the mindset, healing. What are the limiting beliefs that we are ready to let go of? What are the energy upgrades we're ready to step into? And then also manifestation, and then energy, clearing your energy so you can be vibrant and exhilarated for your friends, your family, for all the things that you want to call into your life. And then, of course, the impact, which is the most important aspect of this, because we want to work with women who are willing and excited to have amazing impact in the world. So Breezy's been through that whole process because she's worked with me for so long. And then also because we were doing so much work together, I was like, you're amazing. I would love to invite you to be on my team. And that was the smartest decision that I have ever made. Do you remember when was that 2019? Did we start then or did we start in 2020?
It was toward the end of 2019.
Yeah. And you helped me get to my first six figures in business. Like I could not have done it without you when I was in my corner and I was like crying because I was stressed out or there was turnover in my team. I called Breezy and I'm like, I think this is what I'm going to do. And Breezy, you're just so supportive. I'm honored. I'm so honored that I've had you in that space.
Like you said, I've done so many sessions with you. I believe wholeheartedly in everything that you do. Like, you still light a fire under my ass every time I you. So I could not think higher of you, my friend.
Thank you so much. And so now Breezy has stepped into, I should say, her blossoming career, which is her passion, which is all about makeup and hair. I mean, just take a moment. Yeah, look at her, Breezy. If you check out her page, I know we have friends here. They're like, I love your name.
Oh,
It is so beautiful and it is so unique. So if you guys check out Breezy Mare on Instagram, especially she has all of her art there. Especially if you're in Reno, Nevada, you needed a hairstylist, you need makeup done. Like
girl, I got you.
she is your girl, and I'll make sure to include your links too. And so now Breezy is no longer like an active member of the team. You guys know Katie, you have Sadie, but Breezy is always in the back end. Breezy is always supporting you guys. She's always commenting. She is always there in our heart. She is the original queenly entrepreneur. So
Oh,
I would not be where I am today if I didn't have Breezy's influence and support. So want to celebrate you and all of that beautiful stuff.
you're so sweet.
Yes, of course. So now let's dive into some of the training aspect of, what is it like to work with me? So a lot of people who are either on the fence to joining the Queenly Entrepreneur program, they are like, okay, Ashley shows up really great on camera, but this is only 5 days, or now this is day 6. Can you speak to Breezy? Oh, by the way, someone says, I'm booking me an appointment. Yes.
Yes.
We'll make sure you get connected. But Breezy, could you speak to what is it actually like to work with me? Like actually like to work with me as a client?
the first thing that comes to mind is life-changing. To be honest, I really like I had Ashley as a friend, and like I'm like, oh my gosh, this woman's amazing. And then we step into a session together, and oh my gosh, I have never been so inspired. And like I always go back to this analogy of like a slingshot. Like she pulls you back and loads you up with all the goods, and then like launches you onto the path that you want to be on in your life. And like it's honestly just so soul filling. The woman is pure light and joy, and just so inspiring, like business wise. Like she is just a queen in every aspect. So
Thank you.
incredible. No, incredible. But then you go into a session, whole another like ball game, and she's customizing all these things to you, and like you're able to ask all of the things that are in your own life. So 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Thank you. You know, what I love is like Breezy is also the kind of person, she obviously leads with her heart. You guys can tell with that. She's my little twinnie. That's why I was like, I need you in my business, right? She leads with her heart, but also what I love about Breezy is she tells it to me straight when I need it. And she says it's always wrapped up in love. And so I love hearing this testimonial for you and through you, but I want you to know, like, this is so true for Breezy. Like every interaction that we've had, I can't wait to dive into some of like the outcome too and the results that you've had. It's been like transformative. It's been tearful. We've laughed together. We've cried together. Like we were there for each other all of COVID, you know? Yeah. And we worked.
Too.
Say that again.
I said the darkest moments, but the brightest too, like with the brightest outcome, I would say.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's dive in. Breezy, can you share what were some of the like results or like the outcome of working with me in a session, whether it was business or the psychic aspect?
Okay, so we'll start with the like spiritual psychic aspect. So that whole experience for me, I was a little bit unsure of, just because I was brought up very religious, and like psychic kind of has like a evil thing slapped on it. And so I was a little bit, I don't know, this seems interesting. But like going into that session, it was so like you say, wrapped in love. And like it just, everything that Ashley had to say about my experience, all of the things that came through, all the downloads that she had. Hi, Presley.
Hey, honey, can you go with Farhad, please?
Farhad found a bird.
Okay, can you
scare it away?
Oh, okay. Thanks, honey. Thank you.
She's so cute.
She's like, this is my opportunity. I'm home from school. It's the weekend.
She's like, I'm coming in, Mom. Yeah. But the downloads that came through in our psychic session for you, I could not believe how spot on they were for the things that were going on in my life, and how much clarity it gave me of the healing that needed to happen, that was deep in there, that I had no idea was even existing in my energetic space. And those all build up, you guys, and create blocks to abundance and blocks to your best life. So it's so important to have that spiritual aspect and that healing aspect along with the business coaching, because then you come in and she's got all of these amazing manifestation tips, which are so important. So amazing, you guys. Like once you start applying these things, like you're not gonna believe it. But and then, you know, clearing those limiting beliefs that you have and all of these things, like it all adds up to like Zen in the body, clearing the soul, bringing in the light, and getting you in alignment with the path that you want to be on, both personally and in your business as well. They go hand in hand, which is why it's so amazing what Ashley's doing, because some people just do business coaching or they just do spiritual coaching, which is all great and all really necessary. But her bringing it together, like with Queenly Entrepreneur, like, it's going to be so good, you guys.
So thank you so much for sharing that, Breezy. And like, I receive all of it, because you guys know I do the best that I can in every situation that I'm in. And so hearing that, it's like, yes, like Zen in the body. We deserve peace and joy and bliss rather than being stressed out, hot mess, exhausted, all of those things. We're about that full life wealth. And all of the ways we're about balance, right?
Yeah.
And all of the things that we're doing. Okay, awesome. And another thing I wanted to mention too, I remember if you guys look on my page, if you guys look on my my website, you're going to see all of these testimonials. And one of the longest testimonials on there and comprehensive testimonials is Breezy. And so we had done a psychic session together, and she was like, I'll type out this testimonial. I highly recommend for you guys to check that out on my website. You guys know her name. It's going to be famous. It's famous in my heart, Breezy Mare. But I'd love to talk about, one of the things that you had shared in that testimonial, Breezy, was about the transformation, not only that you had and the breakthroughs that you had, but also what your family witnessed and your husband witnessed for you. Can you share a little bit more about that?
Yes, 100%. So I got to a place in my life where I just wasn't me anymore. And I had kind of lost my way, and I wasn't connected. I was aligned, and it was showing in all of the relationships that I had and the way that I was showing up every day. Like my energy was just bleh, and just I was carrying around all this. I told Ashley, I feel like I'm covered in tar. That's how I felt energetically. And so it was coming across in all of my relationships. I was treating people poorly. I was angry all the time, just like depressed and bleh. And I was having a lot of anxiety attacks too, which did not help anything. And then I went to my session with Ashley, and she just did a guided meditation with me. We did a card pull. She gave me incredible tools, just all of these things to immediately just go bing and align me and get me focused back on where I was at in the mix of all of that, and self-love and like the affirmations and mindset, all of these things. And then literally that day I went home, and my husband, my stepdaughter, my mom, everyone was like, oh my gosh, like keep going to Ashley because it shifted my energy completely. I was, instead of just living like on autopilot and just absorbing all these nasty energies, I was bringing that light in, and I was letting it overflow to everyone around me because it was coming in abundance. It wasn't like I had all these blocks like hindering that alignment. So everybody around me was just like, oh my gosh, like this is the Breezy that we miss. Like you need to keep going with these sessions and just get back to being you.
Oh, that's so good. And you know what was really beautiful is like I knew you, and like I kind of knew your family at the time. I kind of knew, your husband at the time. Like kind of, you see people and you're like, oh, hey. But after that session, I felt like I became a part of their family because everyone was like, who is this person? Like I came to your baby shower and they're like, you're Ashley? And I was like, yeah, I am.
You changed her life so much. But I don't use the term life-changing lightly. Like it's like, oh, that was so life-changing. No, this shit is life-changing. I'm not joking. Like it's going to shift the path that you're on.
Oh. And thank you for sharing that. But yeah, I remember that baby shower, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm a normal human being, just like all of you guys, with a big heart, and I'm really prayerful about the content that I share and what comes through me. But when I was there, I was like, yes, this is what it's all about. Like an impact where, I talk about full life wealth is like, we want you to have that balance in your life, in your career, with your income, your leisure, your pleasure, your joy, your family, your quality time, your friends, that whole pie. I don't always believe in it being in balance because something's always going to be a little bit out of balance, right? But we can create that harmony. When you're able to do that, starting with the energy, because that's what shifts the quickest. When you're able to do that, it ripples out not only into like you, but also your family and your partner and your kids. And I remember you saying, Breezy, too, that you were able to be even more present with Paisley. Isn't that so cute? We have kids the same age, Presley and Paisley. You were able to be more present with Paisley because if you don't have, it's really difficult to focus. If you guys, remember from our previous sessions, we were talking about like bees buzzing around and like clouding our energy and making us feel icky. Once you lift the veil and you clear all of that, it's so much easier to be present, to sink in, and to witness what is going on around you rather than like reacting to it. And so that's exactly, from the coaching perspective, that's exactly what Breezy was talking about. And so now I'm so honored to like see you soaring in your career. And so I want to spotlight you with that, because I am so proud of you and what you're doing. And one of the things that you had said, because Breezy's, been in the back end of my business, like knows everything about it. And one of the things you had said, Breeze, was that you're like, if you wouldn't have been, and you're going to be successful anyways, but I remember you said something to this effect, like, I would not be as successful as I am in my business right now if I didn't have your business coaching. Basically, like you being in, the back end of our company. And so can you share a little bit about that? Because it does speak to the business coaching that's offered.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the things that I was doing for Ashley, a lot of the marketing and a lot of the things on back end, people like kind of look at a business and they don't really realize like there's so many moving pieces going on. And yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean, I thought like, okay, like, yeah, I'm going to go work for Ashley. But then like you get in there and you're like, whoa, I had no idea you were dealing with all of this stuff and like all the things. So I'm so appreciative of that whole experience. And like, not only that, but like, she's coached me like before in like the manifestation aspect, you know what I mean? And it has helped my business in my industry. I just feel like I feel like I'm growing constantly. And I am just so thankful for the guidance that I've had through Ashley, because I know for a fact I wouldn't have the mindset to be able to be like, I'm going to set this big fat goal and like have the right attitude behind it, Yeah. What I mean, like you have to have the mindset and you have to do the work behind, not only with your soul, but there's so much about a business that I did not know until I worked for Ashley, until I had her coaching. So totally recommend for that. This woman knows what she's doing. She built everything from the ground up. Like she is the most like inspiring entrepreneurial woman I ever met. So if you are wanting to expand in your business and your success, that's all I can say.
Thank you so much. I see many more of you guys joining. First of all, thank you. I don't know who's going to show up today because I know I kind of did it last minute, but I'm so happy that you're hopping on here. Welcome. This is the amazing Breezy Mare. I wanted to spotlight this comment right here. It says, Breezy, you look gorgeous, girl. Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, you are, but also a healed person, you can tell because they shine so bright. And so Breezy has definitely done that work. And now to see you soaring, one of the things that you had mentioned, Breezy, was about, first of all, thank you. You're like, Ashley knows what she's doing. There's so many people who are like, yay, I signed a client and I'm a business coach. And that's great. I shouldn't even be rude, right? To each their own. But you want to work with someone who has invested $50,000 in coaching and like actually implements it. And so, yeah.
100%. Ashley lives it through and through. Like you guys see how successful she is in her own business. You see how successful she is in her own manifestation practice. That is the kind of person that you want to learn from. 100%. And she's done the work, you guys. She has put in all of the education, and that like when you do a session with her, you're gonna like you hear all of the wisdom pouring out. But when you start like feeling it directed at you and feeling directed at your life situation, you're just going to be like, whoa, okay, this is why I signed with Ashley. Like, this is why it's important to go with a coach that actually has done the work,
Thank you so much. And something else that you had said too, and I take a lot of pride in that too. I really do, because, we talked about the law of the lid and how like, if you're a 7 or an 8, you're going to attract 7 or an 8. And I was like, I want to be not only a 10, but like, I want to be a 20. And so every single day, like Breezy said, she's like, I do live it. I do. I have a home office like every day, like this is what I live and I breathe, because I want to raise. So anybody at any level in their life can flow in and experience the abundance and transformation that you have, Breezy. One of the things that you said was, in growing your business is like being able to believe in yourself. And I think that is definitely the gift of coaching, is that when you have a coach who believes in you so fiercely that you can borrow that belief. until you're strong enough to carry it for your own. And then what happens, what starts with a statement like, oh, I believe in you. Maybe I believe in myself. You say it again, it becomes a belief. You believe it enough and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So Breezy has gone through that whole process to the point where now you believe it. You absolutely believe in yourself more than anybody else could. And that's why your business is thriving. That's why, I mean, I was Voxering her and she's like, the clients are just coming in. And I was like, I'm so proud of you. It gets to be this good. And she is a mom of 2. She has sweet little Paisley and she has her, and then she has sweet Summer as well. So you're a mom of 2. You are a wife. You are a business owner, and you are thriving. And she still shows up on camera looking this good. I mean, can I get an amen?
You're so cute.
It's possible, you guys. Like, I am a living, breathing example of this. Breezy is a living, breathing example of this. Like, if you desire these results, if you desire to be able to share a testimony like this, I know I can speak for both of us. It's possible. And sometimes it just takes linking arms with someone who knows the path, who can see the path for you. It can help you lift up your chin, remind you who you are, and know that this is possible for you.
I just wanted to chime in on that because like I was coming from a place, I was very educated in, you know, a spiritual journey and manifestation. And I'm like, okay, like I have all of these tools, I know what to do, but I'm not doing it. And so when I went in there with Ashley, I was just like, I feel like I'm going to be stuck here forever because I know what to do. I just can't do it. I mentally can't do it. And she just proved me wrong 100% when I she was like, no, I got you. So she definitely, it is that linking arms with somebody and having that person to be able to lift you up when you can't lift yourself up. Even if you have the knowledge of these things, I can't tell you how beneficial it is to have somebody that really knows her stuff and just always, always, always has your back through every little thing. It changes it. It completely changes and reminds you when you need it. You're like, oh, I'm going down this tunnel. And she's like, hey, here's the light at the end. And you're like, oh, okay. And then like it changes everything, you guys. So a coach really, really does make a difference if you're hesitant. Like, oh, well, I already know this stuff. I can apply it. If you can, amazing. Like I got to places in my life where I couldn't apply it anymore because I was just so down and out and life beat me down. And so working with somebody like Ashley really, really helped me. And it not only helped me put those things back into practice, but it propelled my life and my business in a direction that I could have only dreamed about. So.
Oh, that's so good. Like, thank you for sharing all of that. And you kind of already answered this, but if there's anything to elaborate on, again, there are some people who are on the fence and they're like, gosh, like, is this the right thing for me? We've covered so many details. Is there anything else that you're like, this is what I would say? This is what I would recommend?
Well, if you're in a point in your life, I can only like reference where I have been, right? And so if you're in a place in your life where you're feeling like you're disconnected from you and your true higher self, you have all of these dreams in your heart and you just feel like that's not really possible. Like I should probably settle for this, or I should probably do this instead because that's easier or that seems more attainable. Like those dreams were put on your heart for a reason. Don't abandon those dreams. Lean in, get in alignment, and sign up with Ashley. That is seriously what is going to propel you. I go back to the slingshot thing because I have never been like launched in a direction before. Like, and you know, you might have been in the same spot for years and years and years, and you're like, oh, well, this is never going to change. I'm never going to be able to do that because X, Y, and Z, all of these limiting beliefs have built up and all of these hard life experiences have beat you down and beat you down. And like, your energy is just heavy now. And like, oh, maybe like you're a mom and you have all of these things to do. And it's like, okay, all of these things are weighing you down, but you could give so much more if all of these things were removed from your energetic space and you learned the tools to be able to have a clear energetic space and have an abundance of energy flowing through you. It affects all the things in your life. If you want to pursue a career, if you want to be a better mom, have more patience, all of these things, you guys, are all tied together. So I cannot tell you enough. Like I said, at first I was a little bit hesitant. People around me were like, that's bullshit. Like, it's all like voodoo. Like, that's not real. It is real, you guys. Like, you can feel like a vibe, you know, like if somebody gives you a dirty look, you're like, ooh, bad vibes, you know, but it's the same with good vibes too. So like, energy exists, all of the manifestation practices that exists. So let this woman do all of the things.
Thank you. And it works, right? Like energy works. It's the quickest way to shift energy. And I want to, so thank you for all that. I want to share a little story with you guys. So you guys know I've been an entrepreneur for a while, almost a decade now. And when I launched my own brand and I was like, I want to coach one-on-one, I think that was like, I think now we're in 2021, like 4 years ago. Anyways, I started doing my group coaching program and it was $3,000 to work with me at the time for, I think it was 3 months. And again, in order for us to manifest, we have to believe it so truly in our heart. We got to find really fun, creative ways. So here's a tip for you guys, becoming your own energy medicine, right? I came up with a little song. I actually heard this one from a friend, and it was, if you have an affirmation, you should definitely put it in a song because it brings the joy, it raises the vibe. So the song that I was singing is, the check is in the mail. The check is in the mail. The check is in the mail. I know we're on video, but I want to hear you guys do it too. I'm going to sing a couple beats. You're either going to watch or you're going to play. So come on, let's do it with me. Like, the check is in the mail. The check is in the mail. Oh, the check is in the mail. Okay, so I would sing that. I'd sing in the shower. I'd be in my like Pontiac. I had a Pontiac that like, I told Presley, I would take my phone and I'd put the music on and I'd say, one day we're going to have a radio, honey, in our car. And I would just play the music and we would like dream storm this, right? And I'd have her sing it with me because she was little, you know, she was like, what, 2, 3 at the time. She's like, the check is in the mail. And we would sing this in the car. So Breezy, yes, I see you guys singing it with me. Emma says, I'm cleaning the toilet, singing this song. The check is in the mail. Yes. You want to bring joy. You want to bring joy to your manifestations for sure. So a song is a really great way. I was singing that over and over again. And I mean, but who gives you checks anymore, right? It's all card or it's all cash, even a couple of years ago. Anyways, Breezy's like, I want to work with you. It's $3,000. I'm going to write you a check and I'm going to leave it in your mailbox. That's what she did. She came by my house and, Breezy, you put it in my mailbox.
It's true. It's true.
But the check is in the mail. And I was like, oh, check is in the mail. So it'll happen in unexpected ways, even if it doesn't make sense. I see you guys like, yes, the check is in the mail. So that's a really great one for you guys to use. Using that song can be really helpful for manifesting a rebate or a refund or something like that. There's also this song. I want to give credit to Christy. I want to say Dockside. I think that's your maiden name because that's your email. I'm going to say for Christy and for Marcy, because both of you have sent me this song. I'm going to play not the whole thing. I'm going to play it just a little bit through so we can dance together and we can get in the vibe of calling in that money, whether the check is in the mail or this one is ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. Let me know. This is more of kind of like a rap. Let me know. Let me know, yes, how you guys are feeling with this. We're going to listen to it just a little bit, and then I can drop the link. Actually, I'll drop it in the comments, but I can drop it after as well, so you can listen to this over and over again. Again, one of the topics I wanted to share was about being your own energy medicine. You don't have to delegate to anybody else or anything, right? You want to have a guide to support you, but also I want to teach you the skills to pay the bills for the rest of your life. I want to teach you the skills to heal your generational trauma, not only in this life, but generations before us, generations to come. And one really powerful way to do this, I'm here to change the planet. It's one life. I got to give one life, one breakthrough, but I'm here to have like deep transformation for everybody. So when you listen to like this song, you tune into the energy of money. you're healing your money story because you're choosing. It starts with a statement, becomes a belief, and then it comes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And guess what? When your kids see you thriving and happy and successful and free and joy and peaceful, all those things, then they say, oh, so this is what life is supposed to look like, right? Yes, I'm like, oh, I feel so fired up talking about this. So I am going to play this for you guys. Let's do a couple beats and then I'll share it. But it is so good. Let me know if you can hear in the comments. Could you hear it?
Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time a ching money comes to me, it all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out, plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time a ching money comes to me, it all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out, plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time a ching money comes to me, it all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out, plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Do you guys love that? Here, let me just copy this into the chat right now so you guys can have that. I want to thank, again, Christy and Marcy for sending this to me because hopefully that's the right YouTube video. Because that song is really, really powerful. And it's a great way to align all my debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. I don't even know all the words. This one has the lyrics in it. So how did that feel for you guys? Sending you lots of positive energy. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. It's available for you. Yes, not just yesterday, today, right now. I want you to look in your inbox and do not be surprised if you have a refund or an opportunity or something that is available to you right now. So how did that feel for you, Breezy?
Oh, so good. I loved it. It put me in a vibe too, where I was like, yes, it's coming. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. And life gets to be fun. Like money manifestation gets to be fun. Our money story, in order to shift it, and part of clearing the blocks is allowing yourself to choose again. And if we're feeling stressed out of like, Ashley, I want to invest in this program, but I don't know. I want to honor that. It's here to protect you. That's why those thoughts are in your head, like it's part of a natural reaction, but also we have a choice to consciously tune into something like the vibration of that. But you know what? I honor those feelings. And here's what I know to be true. If other people can accomplish this and other people can have massive transformation, I wonder if I could too, because ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. All I need is the right coach to help me get there. I'm not a rapper. I don't know.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I liked it.
We see money manifestation gets to be fun. So with that, Breezy, I want to say thank you so, so much for being on here with us today. Thank you for sharing your testimonial. Before I'm going to put Breezy back in the green room, but before we do, is there anything else, any last words or comments you'd like to share with our audience today?
Just to touch on what we were just talking, manifestation gets to be fun. Like when you align with joy, which is what Ashley helps you do, that is when things start to happen quickly because you're in full alignment. So just embrace this opportunity that you have, you guys, to work with Ashley because it is life-changing.
You are the best. Thank you so much, Breezy. We love you. Everyone in the comments loves you. Like, she's radiant. She's a whole vibe. I'm like,
my end for some reason, but thank you guys so much. You're so sweet. I would love to connect with all of you. Like, add me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. I'll give you a follow back. Hit me up if you want. Let's chat. If you have any questions about Ashley's coaching and you want to reach out to me, please feel free. I'm so happy to share anything. So
beautiful. We love that. So Breezy, you have an amazing time with your family. I love you so, so much. Thank you for being here. And yeah, we'll see you later.
Thanks for having me.